By now, I'm sure you've seen the coverage on the MK1 is finished story. I wanted to get your take on a possible rebuttal to Fate Unknown's leak, as well as my thoughts on the future of MK1.
You will never win.
Fate Unknown, an extremely credible leaker, has come out on Reddit to tell everyone that MK1 won't be getting any other DLC updates after the Chaos Reigns characters has been released, despite Ed Boon saying that this would be the longest supported Mortal Kombat to date, and stating that the poor sales of the Chaos Reigns expansion was the main reason. However, I was listening to a stream from HeadlockedGaming, who had a very interesting theory on the whole situation. Check this out.
Yo, it's crazy. Hey Jeff, what if all this stuff about Combat Pack 3 being canceled was specifically to weed out the leaker on the team? Imagine if that's really what the case was. In the back pocket that joke? Yo, that's fantastic way to tell chat. You gotta go to the bathroom too. It's just weird because everything that Fate Unknown has done has gone viral pretty much, because he's the only leaker that's like known to be 100% correct every time. But after he said this, then today he made a secondary statement that said he will be stepping away from the leak community after this went viral. What if it was just a leak? What if it was an intentional leak to weed out the leaker and they finally got the leaker? I don't think so. I got a theory who it is too.
Now, the second post he's referring to reads as follows. Hello. You may have seen recently I gave the news that MK1 DLC has been cancelled. This has spread further than the MK community, and I do not want the attention, so I'm stepping away from leaking. I was going to stay around until Conan and T1000 were done, but I'm going to end it now. I will not have info on future NRS games. I think the fact that they won't have any other information for future games is the biggest factor supporting Headlock's theory. For my final post, here is further info about the cancelled DLC. First, Chaos Reigns sales were not the only reason. There were multiple reasons the team was pushed to move on, but the sales were just the big reason. The NRS team really wanted to do the DLC and are not happy about it, but they have no choice. Another thing is, the person knows how NRS feels about moving on, another indicator that this is an employee of the company. Second, I do not know what the story stuff would have been. It did not make it far enough for me to learn anything about details. Sorry. Third, the final combat pack was meant to be 6 characters, 5 Mortal Kombat and 1 guest. Less guest characters due to a lot of reasons, but mostly as a thank you to MK fans for sticking with the game. The MK characters were Jade, Cassie, Kung Jin, Sonya, and Kano. I do not know the guest, but I am told they wanted to get a highly requested character. That is all. Goodbye, everyone. I'm going to have a link to Headlocked Gaming in the description. He's a really cool creator and I suggest you check him out. But what do you think about his theory that this could be all a red herring to catch Fate Unknown and possibly fire them? That could explain why they chose to step away from leaking from now of all times. Like he said, it seems like Fate Unknown used to go viral for every tweet, so why is the attention at this point too much to handle? Especially when their identity is unknown. If the team is indeed stepping away from MK1, we have a very small amount of updates coming up for the game, and I really hope that they make each and every one count. I'd love if they can do more than just bug fixes, character nerfs and buffs, and adding the remaining DLC characters. For example, give us some new modes, give us Space Invaders for all I care, give us just something else to allow us to play the game. I really think that there should be a Test Your Might tower. I don't understand why to be able to play Test Your Might I need to play arcade mode, or I need to go into Invasions and hunt down which square Test Your Might is on. I've also been saying since the game was released that there should be a versus mode where players can use their leveled up characters from Invasions against other players' leveled up characters from Invasions, very similar to Street Fighter 6 and their versus mode from their characters that they built up through the story mode. Also, go ahead and put a cameo-less versus mode as well. There are people that have been asking for this and wanting this for a long time, and I don't see the harm in just including this mode as a non-ranked versus mode. They most likely won't win back anyone who has left the game by putting these things in, but it could keep those who are already here still playing the game, which allows them to possibly sell more skins and other microtransactions to those players. Lastly, I thought for sure that the next story expansion would include the Mortal Kombat tournament at last. The tournament we got in the game was the
Grand Martial Arts Tournament between Earthrealm and the Realm of Outworld.
This wasn't to the death, and it was more similar to the Olympics in terms of stakes. The original Mortal Kombat tournament was created to prevent a realm from merging with another. However, in this timeline, it looks like Liu Kang actually fixed the issue of the realms being at war. At least for now, anyway. One realm wasn't trying to conquer and merge any other realms. However, both Havoc and Shang Tsung have had the goal of merging timelines with Liu Kang's timeline.
This new Havoc is different from ours. The one who helped Zhao's rebellion. He doesn't want freedom. He wants to burn everything down. Smashing timelines together so he can watch them fight?
My intent is to exterminate all life in this timeline, and then merge it into my own.
My guess is the next story expansion would see Liu Kang along with the Elder Gods enact the Mortal Kombat tournament to stop any other Titans from merging timelines. However, all of this is just speculation. What are your thoughts on the Mortal Kombat tournament being between timelines instead of between realms? Do you think this is a good idea? Do you like it? Or do you think we wouldn't have gotten a Mortal Kombat tournament and the story would have taken another route? Also, do you believe Fate Unknown was set up and the news wasn't real? Or do you think that this is indeed the end of Mortal Kombat 1? Let me know in the comments. If you made it this far in the video, you can
Acknowledge me!
by hitting the like button. This is a small act for you, but this allows for videos like this to get more attention, and it is very much appreciated. You can hit confirm that into the subscribe button and join
The dozens
of ShinFit subscribers. I post regularly, and I do a lot of live streams as well as community posts, so to make sure that you catch everything as it comes out, go ahead and hit that sub button. If you're into gaming content, there's a video on screen now that I'm sure you're gonna love, but more importantly than everything else, don't get beat up out there.